these all at once. I actually don't buy a lot of books just because I don't like the clutter, and I am not the type of person that will read a book twice. The only time I will buy a book is if I like it so much that I give it 5 stars, then I will purchase a physical copy. Before we get started, I want to say that I hope you guys had a lovely 4th of July. It is Friday when I'm filming this, so it's the day after July 4th, and it is very warm where I am. A couple of people have requested some videos. I got asked, I know I have a screen tapping video that somebody asked me to do, and somebody also asked me if I could do a fruit peeling video, which I'm down to do it. I just need to do some research. I've never watched fruit peeling ASMR videos, so I've been looking a couple up to see how people do it. It is a nice sound, I have to admit. So maybe in the next couple of weeks. I'm filming in my hallway today. I have a little drawer thing set up. I'm very proud of this setup, and I have the lights on very low. Anyways, enough of my rambling. Let's just get into the video. Some of these I've read, some of these I haven't read, and some of these I have DNF'd. So the first book is a DNF. It is Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Alicia Thompson. I hated this book. I gave it a 1 star, I believe. The main character of this is just so unlikable. I don't know why the author wrote her like that. So I liked the synopsis. This could have been really fun. I just found the main character really annoying. So the back of it says, one woman is going to have to learn how to give love a chance when she's used to suspecting the worst. In this fresh romantic comedy, PhD candidate Phoebe Walsh has always been obsessed with true crime. She's even analyzing the genre in her dissertation if she can manage to finish writing it. It's hard to find the time while she spends the summer in Florida cleaning out her childhood home, dealing with her obnoxiously good-natured younger brother, and grappling with the complicated feelings of mourning a father she hadn't had a relationship with for years. It doesn't help that she's low-key convinced that her new neighbor, Sam Dennings, is a serial killer. He may dress business casual by day, but at night he's clearly up to something. It's not long before Phoebe realizes that Sam might be something much scarier, a genuinely nice guy who can pierce her armor to reach her vulnerable heart. This one I am so excited to read. It's called Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt, and this is a hardcover. So, Remarkably Bright Creatures. I haven't read this one. All I know is that it takes place in the PNW. It's about an octopus and his handler. So she works at an aquarium and she takes care of him, and it's told from the octopus's POV. And I've just heard it's a really wholesome book, and I am saving it for when I'm really depressed and I need something to bring me joy. Let me just read you the synopsis. So, a charming, witty, and compulsively readable exploration of friendship, reckoning, and hope that traces a widow's unlikely connection with a giant Pacific octopus. After Tova Sullivan's husband died, she began working the night shift at the Sal Bay Aquarium, mopping floors and tidying years until he forms a remarkable friendship with Tova. Ever the detective, Marcellus deduces what happened the night Tova's son disappeared, and now Marcellus must use every trick his old invertebrate body can muster to unearth the truth for her before it's too late. Shelby Van Pelt's debut novel is a gentle reminder that sometimes taking a hard look at the past can help uncover a future that once felt impossible. I'm anticipating that I'll give this one like a 4.5, maybe even a 5-star. The next book that I have is Nightbitch by Rachel Yoder. This one is about a woman who thinks that she's turning into a dog, and I believe there may be some cannibalism in this, but I'm not sure. Nightbitch. I love the title and the cover and everything about this. It just is very eye-catching and gets your attention immediately. So this one says, an ambitious mother puts her art career on hold to stay at home with her newborn son, but the experience does not match her imagination. 2 years later, she steps into the bathroom for a break from her toddler's demands, only to discover a dense patch of hair on the back of her neck. In the mirror, her canines suddenly look sharper. Her husband, who travels for work 5 days a week, usually dismisses her fears from faraway hotel rooms. As the mother's symptoms intensify, her temptation to give in to her new dog impulses peaks, and she struggles to keep her altered canine identity a secret. Seeking a cure at the library, she discovers a mysterious academic tome that becomes her Bible, a field guide to magical women, a mythical ethnography, and meets a group of mommies involved in a multi-level marketing scheme who may also be more than what they seem. An outrageously original novel of ideas about art, power, and womanhood wrapped in a satirical fairy tale. Rachel Yoder's Nightbitch will make you want to howl in laughter and recognition. This is a really short one. It has, I think, it has 238 pages, so it's not that long of a book. I have a bookmark in here. It's a cute, chubby orange cat. This next book I have heard is very sad, and I started to read it a long time ago, months ago, and the reason that I didn't continue it is because I was in a bad mental space and I didn't want to read something that would potentially depress me even more. But it's called If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nowlin. I got this one at Target. It has the Target sticker on it. I've heard this one is really sad, so I'm kind of scared, but I'm intrigued. Autumn and Finn used to be inseparable, but then something changed, or they changed, and now they do their best to ignore each other. Autumn has her boyfriend Jamie and her close-knit group of friends. Finn has become that boy at school, the one everyone wants to be around. That still doesn't stop the way Autumn feels every time she and Finn cross paths, and the growing nagging thought that maybe things could have been different, maybe they should be together. As time passes, Autumn realizes she might not get another chance to make things right before it's too late. You guys should let me know what my next read should be. This next one, I already read it and I absolutely loved it. I gave it a 4-star on Goodreads. I mention this in every book video. I have a Goodreads. It's goodreads.com/morbidcatmom. Please follow me. It months since I read this, so let me just read you the back. The viral Friends to Lovers dark romantic comedy full of murder, chaos, and sizzling chemistry. Every serial killer needs a friend. Every game must have a winner. When a chance encounter sparks an unlikely bond between rival murderers Sloan and Rowan, they find something elusive, the friendship of two like-minded pitch black souls who just happen to enjoy killing other serial killers. From small-town West Virginia to upscale California, and from downtown Boston to rural Texas, the two hunters collide in an annual game of blood and suffering, one that pits them against the most dangerous monsters in the country. But as their friendship develops into something more, the restless ghosts left in their wake are only a few steps behind, ready to claim more than just their newfound love. Can Rowan and Sloan dig themselves out of a game of graves, or have they finally met their match? A lot of people say that it was very insta-lust and spicy, but I don't agree with that. I actually thought it was very slow burn. By slow burn, I mean they don't hook up until about 200 pages in. That's about the 70% mark, if I'm remembering correctly. But the spice is very nice. I enjoyed it, but I did think it was pretty tame. I don't know, a lot of people made this seem like it was just very spicy, but I didn't think it was. It was nice, so I did enjoy it. Leather and Lark, again by Bryn Weaver. Leather and Lark. I don't know how to say the guy's name in this. After contract killer Lachlan Kane botches a job for his boss's biggest client, he knows he'll never claw his way out of the underworld. At least not until songbird Lark Murtagh offers him a deal, hunt down a killer, and she'll secure his freedom. The catch, he has to marry her, and they can't stand each other. Indie singer-songwriter Lark is the sunshine that burns through the darkness Lachlan King tries to hide behind. I feel like I'm butchering that name so bad. Lachlan might think Lark is just a privileged princess, but the truth is that she keeps plenty of secrets, with her formidable family in a tailspin and her best friend's happiness on the line. Lark's willing to make a vow to the man she's determined to hate, no matter how tempting the broody assassin might be. As Lachlan and Lark navigate the mission that binds them together, it becomes impossible to discern their fake marriage from a real one. But the restless ghosts left in their wake are only a few steps behind, ready to claim more than just their newfound love. There's another phantom lurking on their doorstep, and this one has come for blood. I don't like the arranged marriage trope or fake dating, so we'll see if I like this one. But I have high hopes for it, because I did like Butcher and Blackbird. And I love how the covers match each other. Hello, that's beautiful. This has more of a matte finish than this one though, which is interesting. Hooked by Emily McIntyre. It's part of her Never After series where she does dark romance retellings of the classic fairy tales that we know and love. I love this one. This is the first fairy tale retelling that I read, and I really enjoyed it. So it says, he wants revenge, but he wants her more. James has always had one agenda: destroy his enemy Peter Michaels. When Peter's 20-year-old daughter Wendy shows up in James' bar, he sees his way in, seduce the girl, and use her for his revenge. It's the perfect plan, until things in James' organization begins to crumble. Suddenly he has to find the traitor in his midst, and his plan for revenge gets murkier as James starts to see Wendy as more than just most of her life by her cold, wealthy father, but a spontaneous night out with friends turns into an intense and addictive love affair with the dark and brooding James. As much as she knows James is dangerous, Wendy can't seem to shake her desire for him. But as their relationship grows more heated and she learns more about the world he moves in, she finds herself unsure if she's falling for the man known as James or the monster known as Hook. Hooked. This has a really nice matte feel to it too. I read this on Kindle Unlimited, and I liked it so much that I got the physical book. I gave it 5 stars, like I said. The cool thing about this is that in the physical book, she has character profiles for them. So it just has their name, age, place of birth, just really fun facts about the characters, and just it gives them a touch of personality, and it's just really fun to read. Like, there's a lot. It tells you their siblings, closest friends, how they're perceived by strangers, if they use social media. This is one of my 5-star reads for the year, and I don't care who judges me. I could care less because this book is amazing. And it's one of the first taboo dark romances that I read. It is called Credence by Penelope Douglas. Credence. And it is about a girl who goes to live in the woods of Colorado with her step-uncle and 2 step-cousins, and they get all cozy. This book is very questionable, I will admit. The plot is so outlandish, but I ate every second of it up. This has no business being this good. It's over 500 pages, but it felt like 200 pages. That's how fast I went through this. Let me just read the synopsis for you. 3 of them, 1 of her, and a remote cabin in the woods. Let the hot winter nights ensue in this steamy romance. Tiernan DeHaas doesn't care about anything anymore. The only child of a film producer and his movie star wife, she's grown up with wealth and privilege, but never love or guidance. And when her parents suddenly pass away, she knows she should be devastated. But she's always been alone, hasn't she? Jake Vanderberg, her father's stepbrother, assumes guardianship of Tiernan after moving to the mountains of Colorado to live with Jake and his 2 sons, Noah and Caleb. Tiernan quickly learns that these men now have a say in what she chooses to care and not care about anymore. As the 3 men take Tiernan under their wing, she slowly finds her place among them. But lines blur and rules become easy to break. When no one else is watching, they each want her, but only one of them is going to keep her. Again, with books like these, you have to turn your brain off. It's fiction. It is not real. Okay. Penelope Douglas, though, has a lot of family stuff going on in her books. Like, you really know this girl's kink, which is valid. Okay, now for the last book. I don't know if I've talked about it in any of my videos. This is another one of my 5-star reads for this year. The love that I have for this book and the series is unmatched. Murtagh by Christopher Paolini. Christopher Paolini. This is a big boy. It took me a week to read this. This one has over 600 pages. I got this as a gift for my birthday in March from my brother and my sister-in-law. I loved the Aragon series growing up. It was like the first series that I ever read. If you've read the Aragon series, there's 5 books in it now, I think, including this one. There's Aragon, Brisingar, Inheritance, Thorn. No, that's the name of the red dragon. I forgot what the name of it was. Oh, it has it in the back, Eldest. So these are the books, and he's made a couple spin-offs too, which I haven't read. But I loved these books growing up. They were so good. I love the world that Christopher Paolini made with these characters. I have a copy of Inheritance that is signed by him. He did a tour at a bunch of schools, and he went to my brother's high school at the time, and my brother got me a signed copy. And this book is about Murtagh. He is a really popular and very well-loved character in the series. In the main series, Aragon, he was the main character, but Murtagh is his brother. He was one of the side characters, but he was such a good character, and I am so happy that he got his own book. The world is no longer safe for the dragon rider Murtagh and his dragon Thorn. An evil king has been toppled, and they are left to face the consequences of the reluctant role they played in his reign of terror. Now they are hated and alone, exiled to the outskirts of society. Throughout the land, hushed voices whisper of brittle ground and a faint scent of brimstone in the air. And Murtagh senses that something wicked lurks in the shadows of Allegasia. So begins an epic journey into the unknown, as Murtagh and Thorn must find and outwit a witch veiled in mystery. Gripping novel starring one of the most popular characters from Christopher Paolini's blockbuster Inheritance cycle. A dragon rider must discover what he stands for in a world that has abandoned him. Murtagh is the perfect book with which to enter the world of Aragon for the first time, or to joyfully return. Reading this one brought me such a sense of nostalgia. It was really nice to